This is truly one of the most bizarre stories I have ever read. Apparently, a rival, or I should say, a CEO of a rival record label is using a shaman to hex the Korean K pop band BTS.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the
Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Airy. Welcome to the StudioJake vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget if you're watching on YouTube to ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new video, and also consider becoming a channel member. Okay, so once again, I never thought I would talk about K-pop more than the last video. As you recall, I spoke about Stray Kids and how one of their members was caught photographed with the Bible, and this created a little bit of an internet stir. But I never thought that a case so bizarre would appear in my timeline because since I was researching that, the algorithm doesn't give you what you want anymore. It just shoves stories into you that you just clicked on once and done, and you clicked on how to hammer a door, and then all of a sudden all these hammering door videos appear. I think Ryan George has a skit about that. But anyway, I fell down this rabbit hole a little bit because BTS, which is one of probably the top South Korea K-pop bands in the world. They've made numerous appearances on late night television. They've sold out concerts. One of their members did a song about tuna that topped the charts. It even outdid, I believe, Taylor Swift at one point. So these guys are huge, but apparently there's a rival K-pop band that's all girls. So BTS is all boys or men. They're men now. They're serving their military. They're all men now. Apparently there's another band that's all women. Now these are girls actually. I think they're all between the ages of 16 and 18. They're called New Jeans. Apparently the CEO of their record label, which is a sub-level of BTS's, she is being accused of visiting a shaman and using the shaman to hex BTS as well as making decisions for her band. So this is according to the Economic Times and the India Times. BTS's agency Hybe claims Adore CEO Min Hee-jin consulted a shaman to perform black magic and make BTS enlist for military service. Hygiene had sought advice from the shaman on matters including company restructuring, recruitment of new employees, and more. The shaman had pledged to support her for 3 years and assured her that she would eventually take control of Adore. Hybe had ordered Min Hee-jin to provide a statement on these leaked chats. However, she has not issued a statement yet. The ongoing feud between K-pop giant Hybe, BTS's agency, and Min Hee-jin, the CEO of Adore, one of Hybe's sub-labels, has now taken a sinister turn. Moments before the New Jeans founder was told to hold a press conference, a Hybe representative dropped a bomb. She had allegedly consulted a shaman, a mystic, to influence BTS to serve in the military. Hybe secured transcripts of the conversation between Heejin and the shaman, who is named Jin Yong Nim. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, by the way. The representative claimed that Adore CEO had asked, "Will BTS receive an exemption from military service?" To this, the shaman responded, "They will go. I will send them. It's not like they won gold medals." Min Hee Jin then asked the shaman to make sure that this happens, saying, "I think it will be more beneficial for me if they are not around." Hee Jin had also consulted the shaman on matters such as company restructuring, hiring, new employees, etc. The shaman had promised to aid her for 3 years and had guaranteed that she would be able to take over Adore. The chat records indicate that Jeong Nim is a shaman based in Gangnam. In August 2021, Jeong Nim founded a company named M Partners, where she assumed the role of director. Another service firm, M Consulting, also owned by Ji Young Nim, had previously invoiced Adore for cleaning services rendered to Min Hee-jin's private studio. Hybe had ordered Min Hee-jin to provide a statement on these leaked chats. However, she has not issued a statement yet. The Hybe is reportedly planning to report Hee-jin to the police. Okay, so I actually dug a little further into the story. There's a little bit of gossip, which I'll get to in a minute. But first, I want to say, listen, if your bands at your particular label are not that good that they can't be beat BTS, sorry, that's a skill issue. That's not BTS's fault. That is definitely one that is in your court. You are the band leader. You need to act like an adult and not do this. This is so silly. This is so stupid. And you shouldn't fool around with those powers you know nothing about. It's a bad idea. If you want to challenge a band like BTS, you're going to have to put your best talent forward. Now, apparently, this lady did do a press conference later on. Apparently, in South Korea, it is sort of tradition for you to go to that event well dressed, but she apparently grunged down a lot. She was wearing a hat and a mask for some reason, even though there's no, pandemic going on right now, and was not dressed very nice. And she just whined and complained about how hard it was for girl K-pop bands to make it into the market. And she was blaming BTS for this, even though they're not the only band. And by the way, I was reading another incident with the Adore CEO where this involves Stray Kids, where Stray Kids was doing a concert because obviously they're a boy band, so they sing to tracks like a lot of boy bands do. Ones here in the United States do that as well. And then all of a sudden, a New Jeans song started playing at their concert. I've seen that clip, and I have to say, I have to applaud the Stray Kids. Now, when the New Jeans songs just suddenly interrupted their concert, they acted very professional. You could tell from their faces that they were annoyed, but they kept singing, they kept dancing, they just kept in time, and then their song came back on. But a lot of people are suspicious and think that the venue might have been paid off to play the New Jeans song because Stray Kids, now they're not part of Hybe or Adore, but they're kind of rising up in the charts. And so a lot of people think that this was maybe an attempt to undercut Stray Kids. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just a rumor that I had read. Now, on more rumors, apparently in South Korea, some people are sort of blaming the Adore CEO, this woman who's visiting a shaman, on starting. Apparently, some BTS fans are blaming this woman for causing that worldwide pandemic because she visited the shaman right before BTS was going to launch a worldwide music tour and said, "Hey, can we slow this down a little bit?" And the shaman was like, "Ding." And supposedly that caused, you know, to affect the world because it definitely stopped the worldwide tour. There's another rumor, or actually, I saw the text for this one. Apparently, she consulted with the shaman for naming New Jeans. She wanted to have a band name with Joy, or at least the record label did. But then the shaman kind of shut that down. The texts are very interesting because it's basically Hybe was trying to say that she used the shaman to name New Jeans. And if you look at the text, it does seem more like she's just kind of asking the shaman for advice, not really saying, "Hey, what name would you bless upon my band?" But still, it is weird that that's who you would consult for a band name because apparently the original name had the word joy in it, and the shaman was like, "Something terrible happened to me in my past." Yeah, you became a shaman, so, or I should say, a conman. But anyway, I don't know if any of this is true. If you're a BTS fan or a Stray Kids fan and you're familiar with the story, could you let me know in the comments and tell me a little bit more? Because this story is so wild and there's so many rumors surrounding it that I'm just blown away by this because it is so bizarre. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you know more about this. From my Christian audience listening, remember, I'm a Christian as well. I don't believe that this shaman has any power over me, much less the people at BTS if they believe in Christ. Christ is greater, my God is greater, and I can conquer all things through Christ who strengthens me. So keep that in mind. If you like that video, be sure to give it a like, share it out to all your friends, leave me a comment, tell what you think, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications and consider becoming a channel member. If you don't want to support me through big tech, use the link to my locals page. It's in the description. You can give me tips or you can sign up for a monthly membership. It really helps out indie creators like myself. Or you can pick up a copy of my book, Blessed Child. It has just been released. It's available on Amazon. Get it today. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a little bit of an unusual video, but it was just a bizarre story that I wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.